We were playing football with our girls' team, where a group of men attacked our school, and we were only girls' team. And we were doing nothing wrong. We were playing football, and we were enjoying the game. And even, can you believe it, we didn't have a proper football goal. We had our bags as goalposts, and we didn't have a sports uniform. We were with a school uniform, and they took the football. We call it magic ball, because the reason we called that magic ball, because it was bringing us joy and happiness. They took that ball from us, and they had a knife, and violently they destroyed that football, and they were screaming, yelling at us, and they were physically attacking. And everybody, I could see how much fear they created, and I could see around my teammates how they were scared, and we were told that we should stop playing football, and it's against the honor of the country and the culture. That was a turning moment for me as a teenager. By that time I was a teenager, that it's the challenges in the society is serious than what we see. It's more than just a football, and for me football was a strong tool to use it to stand for something greater off the pitch, and that is inclusion of women, standing for our right, in starting a movement for equality, but also human right, and our right as a human to practice our fundamental human right, which is right to play, study, and be active in the society as our brothers and the rest of the people were active in the society. But it came with a cost, and the cost was it was heavy. For me, playing football and as the movement that we started, and as a result, we had good achievements. The first women's national team was established, and we made a history. Our league was registered. We managed to get so many women and girls into football. We're talking about thousands and hundreds and thousands of girls and women joined football. And so for me, playing football was not just a mission, like I want to play football and I want to captain and I want to be one of the co-founding member of the first Afghanistan. I wanted to do beyond that, and that's my next act was to find a way in Afghanistan Football Federation.
And when do you think you were conscious about it, on moving from I want to play football to I have a purpose, which is far more than football?
When we were attacked, it was then it changed. It changed from the whole passion thing, right? It changed from I want to have fun. I want to feel the freedom, because that's how I felt freedom as a girl growing up in a male-dominated country where I was constantly told where I belonged to and I should stay invisible, to a greater mission that was to be the voice for our sisters in Afghanistan, that they were suffering from domestic violence. Every day there was a news in the national TV, every day, constant news that women are killed. Honor killing was very known in Afghanistan. Women were stoned, women are killed, or there was also forced marriages and child marriages. So there were so many issues, especially women were facing, and women were victims. And I was like, what can I do? And football became that purpose for me, a mission to stand strong and to be the voice. And that's how for me, even playing, having time to play on the pitch or not, it wasn't anymore the thing for me. I wanted to take it to a greater purpose, and even really fighting for a job to enter the Afghanistan Football Federation, that in their history they never had a woman employee in any level in the federation before, in their history before me. And my main goal was that I need to get the voices of women in decision making. I want my voice in the table, and I want a seat in the table where they're deciding for us. And we want to change, and we want to change in our situation. So it was toughest one, because even people didn't see working for women in a football federation a proper thing. So I wouldn't be kind of like vocal about it, going to, for example, my families or relatives that I'm working in Afghanistan Football Federation, I got a job, because it seems as something embarrassment, like what really? But for me it was important. I didn't care about what people were thinking. For me it was like what we really want and the change we want.
Right.
And that history was made, and I got the job in Afghanistan Football Federation after a really long battle. And the reason I got the job, it's funny that people will still, and the reason I'm saying this is because it didn't come as like easy as the way I'm saying it. The reason, the first position I got in Afghanistan Football Federation was as a finance officer.
Oh, really?
And the reason I got that job was the Afghanistan Football Federation was so tired of having all this men working that position where they ended in corruption, stole the money and run away. The president of Afghanistan Football Federation, which is quite funny, he came with this idea that we are going to have a woman, a young woman who will not have the courage to end up in corruption, to steal the money and run away. So that is how we saved the money of Afghanistan Football Federation.
Well, he had a good idea.
And I was like, yes, I don't care. I don't care what's actually the idea behind it. I want a way in Afghanistan Football Federation. That was a way to get in, and then I ended up as one of the board of directors, and then also the head of Afghanistan Women's Football Federation. And I led women's football there, and that's how the growth from the grassroots level to elite level started, and the whole movement started. Many women joined. I was the one entered the Afghanistan Football Federation, but when I left, more than 10 women were working in Afghanistan Football Federation, got coaching license, refereeing license, and scholarships through football, which also shows how much football actually can do beyond the pitch.